And today we are going to learn about birds, our feathered friends. I hope you all are excited about this topic. So before we start the session, children, I'll just take 1 minute of yours to quickly give my introduction. My full name is Rejitha Nair. You can call me Rejitha ma'am. I am a master teacher of science at ODA Class. I have completed my post-graduation from NIT Rourkela. I have also done my B.Ed, that is Bachelor's in Education. By profession, I am an educator and I carry more than 10 years of work experience. During my 10 years of amazing work journey, I have worked with various organizations like Macmillan Publishers, Pearson Education, British Council, the Jain Group of Institution, and also Chinmaya Mission. So what you can see is these are the names and the logos of the organization where I have worked before. And children, I always believe in fun with learning. So with that, let's start the session. So before we talk about birds who are called our feathered friends, there is a very important information, children. In order to download the ODA Class app, go to the Play Store of your device and quickly type down ODA Class, which is the most innovative live learning app. And here we are. So how to download, children? You have to type down ODA Class in your Play Store and download this app quickly. So here I'm introducing an amazing 1 week power pack program, that is bridge course, that is going to start from Monday evening onwards. Now you must be wondering, what is this bridge course all about? So in this 1 week power pack program, children, you are going to attend, you are going to be a part of all total 6 live classes, 6 live sessions, out of which 3 sessions would be for maths and 3 sessions would be for science. Not only this, children, you will be getting a support of a personal mentor teacher who is going to clarify all the doubts that you have during this entire 1 week course. Not only this, on a daily basis, you will be given homework that will be uploaded in the ODA Class app itself. So right after your live class gets over, quickly complete your homework. So you will also attend 2 tests in this entire bridge course just to see. We want to understand how much you have progressed in this course. So you have to appear for 2 tests also, which will be conducted in the ODA app itself. Last but not the least, you will also be provided with ebooks. So ebooks will have all the chapters that we are going to cover during this bridge course. All right, and those books will be in PDF format. Now you must be wondering how you should proceed the enrollment for bridge course. Now for that, you need to click on this link, children. So click on this link. This link you will find in the description box below. So click on this link and then click on enroll now. Complete the payment and there you are in this course, children. So let's learn about birds. Now, why we call birds as our feathered friends, children? Because birds are the only category of animals whose entire body is covered with feathers. Now, what about the beak of a bird, children? Do you feel bird has a proper mouth like we have? No, not at all. So when we eat food, we have got a mouth with teeth inside, right? And we also have a tongue to roll our food. And then we chew the food properly and then we gulp the food inside, right? But birds cannot do that because instead of a proper mouth, they have a beak. So they lift the food with the help of that beak. They also crush the food and then they eat the food. So they do not have teeth inside their beak, children. So in today's class, in today's session, we are going to talk about few different types of beaks in few different types of birds. So are you all ready, children? So we are going to talk about the first type of bird. So can you guess the name of this bird, children? The name of this bird, very correct. It's duck, right? So what kind of beak a duck has? Can you see it? So if you see, we see a duck has broad and flat beak. So if you see the beak of a duck, it's very broad. It's very wide. It's not at all narrow, right? And at the same time, it is flat, right from the top also and from the front also, right? So we say a duck has broad and flat beak. Now, not only this, you might have observed that there are two tiny small holes present on the either sides of their beak. Now, have you thought about it, children? What is the role of these two tiny holes? Now, these two tiny holes are present to take out the muddy water. Why muddy water, children? Depends upon the eating habit of a duck. So a duck usually eats small insects and worms which are present in the muddy water, right? So you will mostly find ducks swimming on the surface of lake water or pond water, right? So they put their head inside the water to pull out that muddy water. So when they take that muddy water, they eat the small insects and worms which are present in the mud, but they cannot drink that muddy water. So, which is why they throw out that muddy water from these two tiny holes which are present on either sides of their beak. Is that clear? So, duck has broad and flat beak. The next bird that we are going to talk about, children, is the talking bird. So, which bird is this? It's a parrot. So, a parrot has strong and curved beak. So, you can see the beak of a parrot. It is very, very strong, and at the same time, it is curved. Now, why do parrots have strong and curved beak, children? Based upon the eating habit of a parrot. So, what does a parrot usually eat, children? A parrot usually eats different types of fruits, vegetables, and even nuts. To break open the covering of these fruits, vegetables, and nuts, they have a strong and curved beak that helps them to break open the covering of fruits and vegetables. So, based upon the eating habit of a parrot has strong and curved beak. Is that clear, children? So, the next type of beak we are going to talk about is the beak of this bird. Which bird is this, children? It's a woodpecker. Now, why do we call this bird by the name woodpecker? So, you can see the name woodpecker. It is formed by joining two words. One is wood and the other is pecker. So this is a bird that keeps pecking. What do you mean by pecking? So they keep hitting with their sharp and pointed beak. So look at the beak of a woodpecker. It is sharp and pointed. So the woodpecker uses the sharp and pointed beak to keep pecking on the trunk of the tree, which is actually the wood of the tree. The wood of the tree is present in the trunk of the tree, and that's how this bird has got its name as woodpecker. Now, have you thought about it, children? Why a woodpecker keeps on pecking on the trunk of the tree? So it might not do for fun, right? There might be a reason, and there are basically two reasons. The first reason is to build its own nest. Whenever a woodpecker wants to build its nest, it will keep on pecking with its sharp and pointed beak on the trunk of the tree. It is going to dig a hole, and then the woodpecker is going to lay its eggs inside that hole. Okay, that's the first reason. The second reason why a woodpecker keeps on pecking on the trunk of the tree is to get its own food. And what is the eating habit of a woodpecker, children? What is the eating habit of a woodpecker? A woodpecker usually eats different types of insects and flies which are hiding behind the bark of the tree. So the skin of this trunk of the tree, children, we call it as bark of the tree. And the small flies and insects will be hiding behind it. So when this woodpecker is pecking on the trunk of the tree, it is going to pull out those small insects and flies, and they are going to eat it as their own food. Is that clear, children? So the next type of beak in a bird that we are going to talk about is the beak of a heron. So what you can see is the picture of a heron. And what kind of beak do herons have, children? A heron has long and pointed beak. Okay. Now, based upon the eating habit of a heron has long and pointed beak. So a heron usually eats the fish that is there in water. You will mostly find herons roaming in pond water or lake water. And when they keep roaming, they also hunt for their food, that is the fish in water. And this type of beak helps them to grip the body of the fish, to hold the fish tightly, and also to kill the fish, which they are going to eat as their food. So based upon the eating habit of birds, children, based upon the food habit of birds, they have a special and unique type of beak. Okay, so we can say that all birds have different types of beak based upon their eating habit. So quickly download our app, children, by typing ODA Class in the Play Store. Click on this link that is given in the description box, where you are going to be a part of so many amazing features in this bridge course. So thank you so much, children. I hope you all have enjoyed this session. Do subscribe this channel. Do like and share with your friends and family. Thank you so much.